In this video, we're going to look at FunctionGemma. You can check out this video for Gemma 3 270 million model and how to fine-tune it on RunPod. In this video, we are going to look specifically at FunctionGemma, which is a fine-tuned model for function calling. This is a specialized version of the Gemma 3 270 million model for function calling. It's designed for strong base for future training into custom, fast, private, local agents that translate natural language into executable API actions. Now, if these are the use case, then you can try FunctionGemma. You have a defined API surface. For example, your application has a set of actions that you need to take. For example, you want to control your smart home, you want to control your media navigation, you want to make it an auto game player for your mobile app. You are ready to fine-tune. If you have a consistent deterministic behavior that comes from fine-tuning of specific data, then you can use this model. If you prioritize local first deployment, you don't want to share your fine-tuning data with the rest of the world, you can use this local model. You're building compound systems where one thing interacts with the other, you can go ahead and use this. Now we're going to test this FunctionGemma on Ollama. Make sure you have Ollama downloaded and installed in your system, and you need to have that specific version as well. So the version that you need is anything more than 0.13.5. so if you have that instance, then you're well and good. So we can see that the size is only 301 MB, which means it can work on mobile phones as well. If you go ahead and look at the intro video, you can see that there is they have designed a game where it can give you a voice message and it goes ahead and works on that particular tiny garden app, and that's an interesting one as well. I've tried this, it's really fun. So we can get this model on Hugging Face, you can get this model on Kaggle, you can access via Vertex as well. Another thing that I would like to mention is that you can fine-tune FunctionGemma as you have done with Gemma. It's really easy to fine-tune FunctionGemma. So the steps being, you just need to import all the libraries here, go ahead and log in with your Hugging Face login hub, and then you can prepare your fine-tuning datasets. So you can take these datasets, format it in that particular format that you need. For example, developer system message here, and then we have user, the sample of the user content, the question here, and the assistant's role is in the form of the tool name. So we are trying to fine-tune this model to give out tool calling examples. So we take this dataset, we shuffle it, we split the dataset into test train, then we need to select a model. So this is our model here, this is a tokenizer here, and we just print the model in the tokenizer. Before fine-tuning, you can see the examples. So these are the examples where we wanted the output as a tool calling, but we don't have that output, so everything is wrong here. Just one or two examples are correct before fine-tuning, but after training, that is going to be a whole lot of difference. So the arguments that we use sft config. These are the arguments that we use. You can create your own training dataset pipeline, but this is a basic pipeline that you can use. So we have used sft trainer here, and then we train this model. After training, you can plot the training and the validation loss as well. We want those to go down, and after training, if we inference, we can see that these are so many correct examples with 1-2 wrong things here and there. But if we fine-tune it perfectly with more number of samples and fine-tune the parameters once again, we'll be able to reach a much better results. Now this is how we fine-tune FunctionGemma. And take this notebook and go ahead and test this out. Let's go ahead and test on Ollama as we promised. Let's go ahead and go to anti-gravity here, open up a new folder. Okay, so we select this folder here, we go to a new terminal, and I'm going to use UV in it. I'm going to say UV-VENV. This will create a new environment. So .venv is the name of the environment. We can activate it with this. So venv activate scripts, and you can see that we are inside that environment. Let's create a main.py file and let's delete everything here. We already have a main.py file. What we need to put is this example, this particular example here. Let's go ahead and take this Python example and put it here. So what do we have here? Here, what we need is we need Ollama and Rich. So let's go ahead and install. So pip install Ollama, and then we're going to say pip install Rich. So those two dependencies, that's fine. After we put these dependencies, we can use this example. So we import JSON, import Rich, Ollama. The name of the model is FunctionGemma. This is a particular function. We give the name of the city in string, and it returns the string. So what does it return? It returns as a JSON on.doms of the city name, temperature, unit in Celsius, and condition is sunny. So you can put in any API here, and this is a particular function, and the message here is what is the weather in Paris, and it's going to use that tool, get weather tool here, and that is going to use that tool, that function basically, and it's going to return on this static thing as of now, but you can model any complicated functions that you like. And this is the if else condition. It's checking for any tools, getting the results, appending the message, and giving it the final response. Let's go ahead and test this out. I can say python main.py, and basically this is the prompt here. This is going to go to the Ollama instance that is running on my system. Now, as a matter of fact, if we go to CMD, we go to Ollama and list, this should have the model FunctionGemma. If you don't have, we need to pull the model. So Ollama pull the FunctionGemma latest model. If you pull this will be in your local system, and then you'll be able to use that. Otherwise, it's a no-no. So this is the prompt, this is the calling here, and this is the result that it returns. Now, using that result, the returned result, the LLM is going to give you this beautiful response in text format. You can see that the weather in Paris is sunny with the temperature 20 degrees Celsius in Paris. Now, there is another example that I've made. Now, here is another example that I've made. I've added a few more functions. So, for example, main1.py here, the get weather is same. Another function is the get stock price. We put in the ticker, it gives out this, okay, and we can convert this currency from this currency to any other currency. So, for example, we are converting the USD to euro, and then we can check the delivery status. This is another functions. So you can load in all these functions, and you can see that we have these tools available here, the 4 tools, and you can ask different questions and see the outputs. If we put this question, convert 100 USD to euro, then what it's going to do is it's going to hit that particular function that is going to convert that. So you can see that convert 100 USD to euro, and you can see that it's calling the convert currency function. Now it knows that because this model is an excellent model to select. It can select the function based on its understanding. So it understands that convert currency is that tool, is that function that is going to help me convert 100 USD to euro. And go ahead and give it a different question as well. What is the stock price of, let's say, Bitcoin? Let's go ahead and run this. Now for this question, it's going to get this function get stock price, and you can see that it's pretty fast. Next is the delivery status. You can take an example of that as well. Where is my order? And go ahead and run this, make this clear, run this. Okay, we need to put the order number. Where's my order number 678 question mark, and then run this. So the delivery status of the order number this is out for delivery. It's estimated to be delivered at 14 hours. That's pretty cool. So you can see FunctionGemma is able to pick up that particular function that it thinks will help resolve or answer the question that the user asks. You have examples on TypeScript as well. You can go ahead and test this out, but it's really amazing. Since it's a product from Google, it's an open source product, it's really easy to get started. Really interesting how we can use this for different use cases, very local type of use cases. For example, if you want to make this app, for example, a small tiny garden, you can go ahead and make that. You want to control your PC, you want to control your home system, you can go ahead and use that. Of course, you can fine tune it with this example that I've shown you, and it's a really amazing product. You can go ahead and check this out and let me know your feedback. Thanks, and I will see you next time.